What am I reading? Ben Studio is laying off. What? Roughly 30% of its team. How much have they lost since then? That's not that huge. 40 people following the cancellation of its live service game. The studio is spinning up a new project, so we're not even doing Days Gone 2. I can imagine that probably caused some turmoil. I don't know, maybe not. PlayStation Land, man. I'm telling you, this year, that's what I be telling y'all. Layoffs, man. Pony, sit down. We got a lot to talk about here. Here we go again. And you wonder why I just can't stop talking about criticizing Sony and why I need to. So not only did you cancel Days Gone 2 and deny it, or shoot it down, not cancel because it never got started, but the game that came after that got canceled, and now there's layoffs. What did I tell y'all? I wish I could find that video I made, and I said it was going to happen. They're still going to lay off people and make them suffer for their stupidity. And what are they doing, y'all? Let me find this real quick, because this doesn't need to be up. I just can't believe this crap. Unbelievable. You would think too, like if you're going to announce Days Gone Remaster 2, you're going to be working on a sequel. It's not saying the studio is spinning up a new project. It didn't say the studio's working on a sequel. What if they're doing that and having a new project? I don't know. They don't have a lot of people. So let's get into this. Like, comment, subscribe. All right. So we have a website here, but first let's go down to some of these comments. Like I said, ponies, sit down. Don't gallop up on in here. Come on. Gallop up on in here. Go ahead. Come on up in here. Right on up in here. Defend Sony. There's nothing to defend here. Stop making live service games. Bro, hit you with the caps lock, Sony. What are the results of this? You barely got by with Helldivers 2 and you almost ruined that. Yeah, I think there's something right here to read this. They're not going to, though. Live service and single player can coexist. It doesn't have to be one or the other. I find it funny this guy comments on this, but he's so delusional he doesn't realize that it's Sony's focus here. They didn't do this. Numbnuts, numbskull. What they did is they mass focused on this and they threw off the balance of this, which made them successful. There should have been one and then the other, one and then the other. You know what I mean? Like some balance here, not Nitro Gas Rush, Mega Mario Mushroom off the cliff with Jim Ryan making probably Wario or Luigi sounds doing it with a smile, thought that he was smart. Oh, man. Yeah, bro, lost the race. Yeah. Counterpoint, make good live service games. Another stupid statement. One, if they were good at doing that, that would never happen. You think it's so easy? Do you just snap your fingers? Oh, yeah, let's just tell them, can you just make good live service games? Like, that's easy. People would even do that and still fail. That's how fucking tough that market is. You would be stupid to not have expertise in that market and think you're just going to come in there arrogantly like Sony and make so many different games and it's all good. And everybody's going to microtransaction, buy your $39.99 games, and it's Sony because it's all okay. Yeah, okay. Where did it work? Yep, you know, pride comes before the fall, right? Yeah, there it is. It was canceled. Can you read it? Isn't that why they did it? Thought Guys, Herman, and all of them. Yeah, because they made bad decisions. Now, let's go ahead and click on it, and let's go to Blue Sky, because this is where this is posted by Jason Shurier. We know about him, the Chuds guy, and all his stupidity that he's posted. Yeah, you know, they'll do that, though, because they know they'll keep going, and nobody removing them. Sony Ben Studio, which canceled a live service game earlier this year, laying off 35% of its staff today. This happened today, guys. Around 40 people. Bloomberg News has learned the studio has been spinning up a new project following the cancellation. So save more money, right? I'm trying to figure out, why are they being laid off, though, when Sony is the one to make the stupid decisions? They wanted to do Days Gone, too. You see what I mean? Why do you do stupid political campaigning, which is what you've been doing, teaming up with those people, canceling games, making dumb decisions, and then making your developers up for it, and then and then 30% needs to be fired? Man, what are you doing? How is it their fault? They're mad because the cancellation, but yet they wanted to work on Days Gone 2. Guys, tell me how this is the developer's fault. This is what I'm saying right here. This retardation in the industry. They're making these developers lose their jobs when originally the developers were supposed to be and would have been fine. And the team wouldn't have been laid off if they would have followed the right path. So why are they being punished for it? This is what I'm saying. This doesn't make any sense to me. This is absolutely stupidity. The entire generation completely squandered, doing god awful live service shit, all in service of, but maybe one will actually work and will make a shit ton of money. It doesn't matter if we don't have to fire everyone else. It's literally, I swear, bro, just one good side live service game, just one more. Yeah, that's literally what they're trying to do. They keep trying to like hit the slot machines, throw that roll in there, and then they're losing people. They're losing developers who've been with them for a long time. Teams that have been making good games to get them what they are. That all going away just for this live service gamble. Absolutely stupid, man. Look, I really don't know what to tell you. But all I know is that a lot of this mess has a lot to do with the West too. Sony West. I'm not saying Sony Japan ain't involved in it too, but yeah, because some of them, like, it's like, what are you doing, man? Like that just, see, when that stuff gets ruined too, because you saw that when they said that Jim Ryan put a wedge between Japan communication, U.S. communication, and then now he's set up all these branches all over the place, and they were making independent decisions. Like, when you work together for that long and you start doing that type of behavior, of course it's going to fall apart. Because I tell people, any relationship, anything with anybody, it's like building a business. You know what I mean? You have to be honest. You have to do everything right at the start. Otherwise, it shows up in the long term. You start cheating, lying, doing all these other things, not breaking off communication when really you were successful that way. Oh yeah, it's gonna come crashing down, and we see this happening right now. This is not a mistake. This is, you reap what you sow. All this bad behavior. This is all their karma. You don't get away with anything here, and Sony's paying big time for it. Microsoft's getting some sort of positive karma as we see coming this generation. They're having a decent year, besides raising up the prices of the hardware and deciding to jack up the software. But outside of that, they've been very pro-consumer in certain routes. They're not a pro-consumer company, neither of them are. But at least Microsoft had really good Game Pass year, service year, pro-consumer year, as far as like giving people a lot of content, increasing their publishing, announcing games, not canceling anything. They finally got their stuff organized in some sort of sense. Sony, I keep trying to look for organization, but every time I do, something like this pops up. So it's hard for me to even see any sense of stability. Not that this means this PlayStation is ruined because of this. Maybe this could be better in the long term if they make good games, but I don't know. I never think of laying off good. But I think that there's also always going to be some turmoil, fighting, and argument, probably raging, because you had us doing all this. We could have did Days Gone too. Now the live service gets canceled. Now we got to do this. Now you want to do a new project. Like, I could just imagine, like, just chaotic, man. In PlayStation World right now, when it comes to in-house and first party, it's so chaotic. That's why they're doing. That's why. Guys, this is why I think that if Sony can't get this going right, all they're going to do to try to fill in the gaps is a bunch of remasters and a lot of money headache. That's why I'm so glad Nintendo's here too, because they're going to do the same thing back to them. They're not going to be able to grab everything. It's tough on Sony right now. They need to worry about like getting ready for the next few years and going into PS6. Not necessarily for Microsoft, they already have them beat, but it's more like, dude, you can't sit here and play these games with Nintendo coming around the corner. It's not going to work, man. You have to get your shit together. PC's getting better too. It's just, Sony can't do what they do before. And I'm glad, because now the competition is here in your face again. But they're taking market leads. You see, you're going to have to get better. This is why you want more competition, y'all. This is why you want more platforms. You don't want platforms to die. The more, the better. Trust me. So, yeah, I mean, this is just disappointing, man. I don't even know if we're going to get a Days Gone 2 now. Guys, it says the studio has been spinning up a new project following the cancellation. It says nothing here about Days Gone 2. So why are you doing a Days Gone remaster if you're not doing a Days Gone sequel? Well, I'm not saying that that they're not doing that. I'm just saying, why is that not getting mentioned? So what the hell else do they have them working on? Are they trying to do something else? They live service again? I swear, if they have them doing another live service game, y'all, I'm making a video specifically on that just to roast the shit out of them. Because I seriously think they have not learned their lesson fully from live service. Remember, fair game is around the corner. Marathon. It's like, what does it take for you to wake up? You got to do one at a time and have your other, Sonny, let me help you out. Work on one at a time, two at most. And the ones that you know you can trust. Get some of your support teams that help focus on other first party games to jump in there and help. That way that all of y'all can focus on one live service game and make it at least good. You were trying to do this on multiple different projects. It's saying that all your teams are talented enough to say you're going to hit that success checkmark button at launch. Did you seriously believe that? We're talking about balance here, like walking a tightrope. You just went way off and fell off the deep end with it. So, yeah, if you want to get back to where you are, you have to find a balance between indie, double A, triple A, and trying to do the live service as well, and increasing your third party publishing so that you can get that profit back. You ain't gonna have a choice. So, yeah, let me know what y'all think about this. Like, comment, subscribe. This is disappointing. All right, y'all. Peace out. Good Lord, man. PlayStation, where's some positivity at? You had to go for it a little bit with the little sales, the days of play, all that, but it just didn't last long. And then I would not be surprised if the price hikes are around the corner. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about this. Ponies, like I said, sit down. We're just reporting real stuff over here. If there's something positive, I would have done it. You've seen me do it about a week and a half or so ago. You've seen me roast Microsoft. You even see me roast Nintendo if they do something. But basically what I'm saying is that right now, Sony is once again the most that needs to be criticized. Then Microsoft after that. Because they still apparently want to do $80 for stuff that doesn't make sense. But I've already done my video on that. You're going to see me drag on things, but I'll just say what I say. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Are y'all disappointed seeing this? I know I got a big Xbox community as well. Let me know what y'all think about it too, because this could have been coming to PC and you could have been playing it on your ROG Ally. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day.